Howdy folks, and welcome back to the channel. Always think I need to clear my throat just as soon as I start talking. Never mind. This is just kind of an update where the channel stands, where I stand with making videos, what's going on, that kind of thing. Now, as you've probably noticed, I started to get into the aquarium hobby as well. So I will be going forward putting up aquarium videos. Now, I know to people who just like modelling, that's not going to be your cup of tea necessarily. So yeah, no need to watch them. You might find them interesting. You might find yourself tempted to get an aquarium. You never know. It's pretty much how it happened with me. Is I found myself watching a couple of videos and thought, sounds good. I've kind of been wanting one for several years, as it were, so I finally took the plunge and got myself one. So on that note, there will be both kinds of videos going up on the channel. I may change the channel's name to Sharpies, Models and Aquariums or something like that, you know, just to reflect it. And the other thing is, there will probably be a cut in the amount of content. When I started and was pumping out video after video, I was out of work. I had all the time in the world to sit and film, and now I'm working full time again, and I've run out of backlog, and to be brutally honest, I'm also running out of ideas for videos as well. It's all very well putting up kit reviews, but I don't necessarily, I don't want to go out and buy kits just so I can put a review up on the channel to have a video, and then it will sit there on the shelf in the stash for God knows how long before I get around to doing it. And I'm currently trying to save up and buy a bigger aquarium, so you know, spending 20, 30, 40, 50 quid whatever on a kit that I may not necessarily want. I mean, don't get me wrong, if it's something comes out that I want, like the condensator did, and that was I think it was about an £80 kit, I got it. Right, that's something I wanted. I've been wanting for a while. It became available, I got it. So if there's things come out that I want, then I'll get, and you'll get a review of and that kind of stuff. But as I say, I'm not going to go out and buy a kit just to do a review of teeth in sharp. Just to do a review of it and then have it sit there for months, basically gathering dust, until I decide, oh yeah, I fancy building that. What else? Is there anything else? There's probably a lot of other stuff. I've just lost my train of thought now. The waffle is weak today for some reason. Probably the lack of sleep. Anyway, so yeah, that's where I stand. I'm not falling out of love with modelling. I love it, enjoy it. I just don't have that much spare time anymore. Combining working full time, having a girlfriend and a life, the modelling hobby, the aquarium hobby, making videos, keeping up with the household chores and the gardening and all that kind of stuff. There's only so many hours in the day, and I'm preternaturally idle anyway, so you know, it's one of these things. So what am I working on at the moment? Well, as I said, working on the condensator, the Russian 406mm artillery self-propelled thingy, and making slow and steady progress. Not a huge amount really to see. It's just a big green blob pretty much at the moment. Shiny because it's got the gloss coat on, because I'm in the process of doing the pin washing, etc. And the nice little gun for it. Try and get it all in shot at once. Yeah, it's a big lump. I decided to do it with the gun elevated simply because then it might actually fit on a shelf. I believe it was the Meng. Can't actually remember what it's called now. The mine roller thingy, the BRM, something like that. I can't remember the name. That is pretty much just awaiting a bit of muck and a matte coat. The Tack-On Kraz trailer is still, well, it's pretty much done. It just needs weathering on it now. A bit, a bit of dirt and gunk and muck and mire. Perhaps I ought to start building some smaller kits. These bigger ones are starting to suck the mojo a little, but that's been sat there probably since about January, I think, January or February when I started that. And it's the joke, it's the longest it's ever taken me to build a kit, because I'm basically not enjoying building it. I'm specifically not enjoying building the T55 that comes with it, because that's awful. Actually, what on video, here we go, in the bin, job done. And the tracks, in you go, sorted. Right, so that's that off the bench anyway. The wheels are down the back there somewhere, I'll chuck them out later. And I made a start on the 48 scale Hobby Boss ME262 Night Fighter, purely because I was getting bogged down with painting and weathering and just wanted to stick some plastic together, to be honest. Oh, is there anything else? Comment from the last face-to-face video I did. That's not a poster of Cassandra Peterson, aka Elvira. That is Christina Hendricks. They're real. And yeah, that's about where we stand at the moment. I'm not going to say there will only be one video a week, well, because I might get the bug, I might get time, I might go, yeah, I want to do this, I want to film this, I want to do that, and get the ideas, and you'll still get 2 videos a week or 3 or whatever. But yeah, just to say, don't expect 2 modelling videos a week. If you do get 2 in a week, one of them is likely to be an aquarium video. And for now they will pretty much just be updates on how my new aquarium is, because I have 2 now, because Mary was a bit crazy and went out and bought me another one, bless her. Gotta love her. And there will be a few how I do kind of things. But as I say, then once I've got the money saved up and I can go out and buy the bigger aquarium, I'll do a set of videos on how I set that all up, fill it up, put the water in, all that kind of stuff, put the hardscape, the aquascape, the plants, all that kind of guff that as a modeller you're not remotely interested in probably. But hey, I enjoy it, I'm learning a lot, and that's good. To me, if you stop learning, you may as well stop living, because learning is the whole thing really. If you stop learning, your brain dies. That's my view anyway. So enjoy your modelling or your aquariums. If you do both, fantastic. But yeah, enjoy them, have fun, rock on, peace, bye bye.